Hello, welcome to our Pilates lower body sculpt class. In this class, we're going to start with some standing work, and then we're going to move down onto the mat with some Pilates exercises to sculpt all of our legs, our inner thighs, our quads, our glutes, and our hamstrings. So you don't need any equipment for this workout. You just need yourself and the mat. If you would like to use additional equipment to make this exercise more challenging, you can pump ankle weights on your ankles for the duration of the workout. I'm not going to do that because my legs are already sore this morning, so I'm just going to use my body weight today. We're going to get started standing with some squats. So step those feet a little wider than hip width apart. Give those shoulders a couple little rolls, back and down, opening up through the chest. We're going into a triple pulse squat with the arms overhead. So reach those pinkies back behind us, palms in, roll the shoulders down. Inhale, we squat down, send the thumbs back, arms up, we pose for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, we rise, squeeze that booty, press the pinkies back, slice those arms back. Inhale, we squat, pose 3, 2, 1. Exhale, we rise, slice back, squeeze those triceps. Nice and strong in those pulses. Trying not to just bounce here, that does nothing. We're controlling those pulses. Pressing through those heels. We've got another 20 seconds to go before we hold it down for these squat pulses. Keeping that chest forward and up, not like this. Let's go for a few more here. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We hold it down, we pulse. Pulse. For 10, 9, arms up, squeeze those shoulder blades together. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to add a heel raise at the bottom. So we squat, we pulse 3, 2, 1. We lift the heels, lower, then we rise. Now your harder option is to add a second heel raise at the top. Sorry, I did that wrong. Your second option is to lift your heels, stand up, keep your heels up, then lower as you squat. 3 pulses, lift the heels, rise, then we squat. 30 seconds here. Pulling those thumbs back behind us. Inhale, we squat, 3 pulses, lift the heels, rise, press back. 20 seconds to go. Easier option, lift lower, then rise. We should feel this through that upper back as well. Last 10. We're going to hold it at the bottom and go into heel raises. In 4, 3, 2, hold it there. Lift and lower the heels. Lift and lower. Stay low in that squat. Try to keep the hips pretty still. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. A little shake out. We're coming to lunges now. So step with the feet parallel, hip width apart. Hands to genie position. Inhale, right leg lunges back. We pulse 3, 2, 1. Exhale, we rise. Right leg back again. 3 pulses. And we rise. Pulsing through this left heel. Squeeze that booty to stand. Tap the right toes. Breathe. 3 pulses. Find your balance. Look to something not moving. Maybe a nice spot on the wall to help you balance. Let's go for another 15 seconds. We are going to hold the lunge down. And we are going to, you guessed it, pulse. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go, we pulse. Pulse. Can we take the hands behind the head? Can we dip the back knee a little lower? 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Quick little shake out. Adding the heel raises, but we're getting rid of the pulses. So we lunge, lift the heel, lower, rise. Hands can remain in genie. Is your easier option. Harder option behind the head. Harder option, knee drive. With that, right knee, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Big breaths. So we still have the left leg forward. Halfway there. Keep going here. We're going to hold it down for those heel raises. Let's go for 10. Getting warm through those legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this one down. Just the heel raise. 9, 8. Dip that back knee low. 7. You got it. 6, 5. Woo. 4. Burn in. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Give it a little shake out. We're going to change legs. Right leg's going to stay forward. Left leg goes back. All right. Hands to genie. Inhale, we lunge. We pulse. 3, 2, 1. Rise, tap the toes. Keep that eye gaze forward. Press through this right heel. Squeeze that booty to stand. You got it. Last little bit for our standing legs. And the good news is we do get to lie down for the rest of class. 3 pulses. Tap the toes, squeeze that butt. Keep that chest up as we go back. Little pinch between our shoulder blades. We have 10. We have 5, 4, 3. Pulse this one down. See if you can take your hands behind your head or to your ears. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little shake out. Getting rid of the pulses. Adding that heel lift. Hands behind the ears if you can. We lunge. Heel lift. Lower. Rise. Lunge. Up. Down. Drive through that heel. Harder option. Add your knee drive. Breathe here. Squeeze that butt to lift. Woo. We're about halfway. Inhale, lunge, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Let's go for a few more here. Keep those elbows wide. Try not to fold. 10. 5, 4, 3. We hold it down. Heel raise. Up, down. You got it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it a little shake out. We're coming down onto the mat now. Coming down to lying down on our back. We're going to come into some hip raises, double leg, and then single leg. So roll all the way down to lying down. We're going to start with our traditional hip raise. Our feet are hip width apart. Our knees track our hips, and we could just reach around and touch our heels so they're quite close to our bottom. Press our hands down into the mat, open through the chest. Active through the arms, activate the triceps. Exhale, pelvic curl, tilt the pubic bone up, scooping through those lower abs, and then roll those hips to the sky, driving through the heels, reaching the knees to the top of the wall across from us. Inhale at the top, make sure you're pressing through big toe and little toe and heels, hip bones are square. Exhale, tuck, roll down upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Create a small arch in the back, return to neutral spine. Exhale, use your lower abs to tuck the pelvis under, shoot the pubic bone up, roll those hips to the sky. Inhale, exhale, back down. Let's press down into the hands. Arms are active here. Squeeze that booty at the top. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Booty comes down last. Making sure those knees stay parallel. Not letting them splay open. We're keeping those inner thighs activated. We have another 20 seconds here. Harder option, reach arms to sky, palms face in. Keep rolling up and down nice and slow. Let's go for another 10. We're going to hold it up in 4, 3, 2. Hold this one up, little dip and lift. 12, 11, 10. Drive through those heels. Big toes and little toes press down as well. Squeeze that booty for 4. We're going to hold it up, but arms float down. 2. Hold, single leg changes. Now, really brace through your right butt cheek. Float your left leg to tabletop. Lower that leg down. Brace through your left butt cheek. Float your right leg to tabletop. Single leg changes. Keep drawing hip bones to ribs. Try to keep the hips still and level. You have to really anticipate the lift in the supporting glute that's staying down before you lift the leg to make sure that leg is super active to support you. You can take hands on the hips to make sure they're staying as still as possible. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Keep going here. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it all the way down. Single leg hip raises now. So let's go on our right foot first. Left leg to tabletop. Easier option, cross left ankle across right knee. I'll join you with a few of these to start with. Press down into the hands. Exhale, we tuck, scoop, roll. Lift both hips together. Roll it down. You can already feel my butt and hamstrings burning. I'm assuming you can as well. Exhale, we lift. Same principles, hips stay square. Harder option, float that leg to tabletop. Squeeze that booty to lift. We're just going for another 4. Control it down. 3. 2. Holding this one up. Now little pulse as you dip, you keep the knee bent. As you lift, you extend the leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll down. Woo. Changing legs. Left leg stays down. Option 1, right ankle crosses across. Option 2, right leg to tabletop. Do a couple of the easier options first. Exhale, tuck, scoop, and lift both hips at the same time. So right oblique is really working here to help lift as well. So we're working the legs and the abs and the arms because we're pressing down. Exhale, we lift. Squeeze that booty at the top. Slowly lower one vertebrae at a time. Let's go for another 4. Drive through that heel. 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it up. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we kick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Right leg is really just distracting us. 3. From the left leg. 1. Roll down. 1 more. Knees glued together now, internal rotation. Turn your toes in, your heels out. Now, squeeze those knees together for dear life. So imagine you're holding $100 note between those knees. You can go higher if that gives you more motivation, but we keep them glued together. Press down into the hands. Exhale. Tuck, scoop, and lift. Squeeze that booty at the top. Roll it down. Exhale, lift. So we're not going to be able to lift as high with those knees glued together. We lift as high as we can Keeping those knees together. Exhale, we lift, and exhale, we lower. Squeeze those knees together. Working our inner thighs. A few more here. Tuck the tail. Draw ribs to hips as we roll up. Press into those feet. Control it down. Let's go for another 10. We're going to hold it up. 5, 4, 3, 2. We lift and hold. We just hold here. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Squeeze that booty. So put another $100 note between those cheeks there. We got $200 now. Squeeze and hold. Draw ribs to hips for 10. We're going into little pulses. In 4, 3. Let's go. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Little dip, lift. Lower lift. Keep squeezing knees together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Just open those knees. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Knees open. Close down your eyes and take a little stretch through those hips. Bend those knees, rock them side to side, give that lower back a little release. And we're going to roll onto our side. Let's all roll onto our right side. Propping yourself up with your elbow. It's like you're lounging at the beach. Bend your bottom leg under. Extend the top leg to straight. Now in this position, we want to keep active through the obliques, so feel that waist engage. We want to lengthen this top leg almost out of the hip and feel a little bit of extension through the front of the hip. We're pointing those toes, and then we're just going to make that foot floppy. We're going to turn the knee and the toes down to the floor. So rotate your hip inwards in internal rotation. We inhale, sweep the leg forward. We exhale, sweep it back. Now nothing else moves. Let's take our top hand on our hip. We shouldn't feel any movement there. The top waist stays long. We're not shrinking into a little bowl here. So reach the top hip away from the top rib. Let's add a little toe tap to the front. Inhale forward, lower lift, and exhale, we press. Inhale forward, lower lift, exhale, we press. We've got another 20 seconds here. Squeezing that booty to press back. You can choose to take your top hand in front of you as well. Exhale back. So just the leg moves in the hip socket. The spine stays still. Let's hold it forward now and we tap and lift. Inhale, exhale. Should be burning. Breathe. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, point the toes. Internal rotation now. Extend the top leg a little just to get out of the way. We're going to inhale, send the knee forward to the front of the mat. Tap the mat. Exhale, we press back, point the toes, squeeze the booty, reach the tippy toes back. Inhale, we bend. Exhale, we kick back. Inhale, we bend. Exhale, we kick back. The core has to work a little harder to stabilize here. So we try not to rock and roll on that lower leg. Inhale, we bend. Exhale, we kick. Remember, we tap the knee. Tap. Sweep it back. Squeeze that booty. Inhale, we tap. Exhale, we sweep. Keep going here. Inhale. Exhale. Bottom leg stays nice and still. Point those tippy toes. We've got another 10. Exhale, we press. That's seconds, not reps. Don't worry. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. bend it in. We flex the foot now. We're going to bend the knee to the hip, extend the leg, reach the heel down to the mat. Exhale, inhale. So in external rotation, we're working the hip the other way. Woo. Crunch, extend towards the floor. Crunch, extend towards the floor. You might get some cracking in your hip. That's okay. Crunch, extend. Crunch, extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We got a few more here. Crunch, reach the heel down. Crunch, reach it down. For 10. We've got one more exercise on this top leg. In 5, 4, 3. It's our favorite one. 2. Our clam. 1. Bend it in. Bend those knees to the front of the mat. Heels together in line with the bottom. Exhale, we open. Heels squeeze together. Inhale, we close. Exhale, we open. Inhale, we close. Resist it down, so we open up for 2. We close for 2. Now there's no movement in the hip. We're not rolling backwards like this. The hip stays absolutely still. You can have your top hand there to make sure of that. Harder option, we add a kick. Open, kick, extend the leg, keep the foot flexed together, close. Open, kick, together, close. Oh yeah, my butt is burning. We've got another 20 seconds. Breathe. We're going to change to the bottom leg for some inner thighs. In 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give it a little smack. Top leg is going to bend and come in front. Now I know that booty is tight. If you need to lift the heel, you can lift it. Bottom leg comes slightly forward. We point to the toes. Inner thigh lift and lower. Exhale. Inhale. Now create your own resistance here. So imagine you have a cement block on the top of that ankle, and we're pushing that cement block up to the sky. Resist it down. Push it up. Pressing that bottom hip down. If you ever feel any pain in your bottom hip whenever you're doing this work, you can just slide a towel underneath your bottom hip just to make it a little bit softer. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Point those toes, reach them long. A few more here. We're going to hold it up to pulse. In 10, 5, 4, 3, 2. We hold it up, little pulse, pulse, pulse. We're going to repeat the same movement to finish the side, but with a flexed foot. Breathe. In 6, 5, squeeze and lift. 3, and 1. Flex the foot, rest for a second. Breathe. And lift and lower again. Driving that heel up to the sky. Ooh, this top glute is tight. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Push that cement block up and resist it down. You got it. Last exercise on this side. Exhale up. Inhale down. Try to lead with that heel on the inside of the ankle. Exhale, lift. Press it up. We've got another 15 seconds. We're going to, you guessed it, pulse to finish in 10, 5, 4, 3, 2. Little pulse up and down, 10 seconds. Little lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Roll onto our back. Let's stretch that glute out. The top one. Cross the right knee over left ankle. Push it away. It's Going to be pretty tender. Breathe here. You can choose to rock side to side, or you can grab the back of the left thigh and pull the knees in. I'm going to stay here for now. Big breaths. Hug that knee into the chest. Extend that left leg long. Stretch to the hip. Bring that right knee towards the right armpit. And give those legs a little shake out. And let's change sides. Coming up and coming onto the other side. Propping ourselves up on that elbow. Tucking that bottom leg under. Now remember, we want to lengthen through the top of the hip as well as lengthen from the rib to the hip. We're not getting smushed into a little ball here. Reach those hips one on top of each other. We're starting with internal rotation. So we send that leg forward, make that foot floppy, it's just like a dead weight, and then turn your hip down towards the floor. Bracing through those abs, opening up through that chest. Top hand can be on the hip or in front. We inhale, we sweep the leg forward. Exhale, we sweep it back. Be mindful that this hip keeps reaching nice and long. Inhale forward and exhale back. Send it like up a little bit as we press back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Toes and knee turn down to the floor. We add the lower lift to the front, press it back. Forward, lower lift, exhale, press. Gonna feel this right in the bottom of that booty. Sweep it back. These are our smaller glute muscles. So in Pilates, the reason your butt hurts all the time is because we have 3 different glute muscles. We have a big one, a little one, and a medium-sized one. And in your standard gym work or functional fitness, we're going to hold it forward on this last one. You only work your big glute muscles. Let's go. Send it forward and we lower and lift. I am still counting, don't worry. So in traditional squats and lunges, you work your bigger glute muscles, but you don't work your smaller glute muscles, these ones that are burning right now. So in Pilates, we work all of the glute muscles. Press it back. All right, we're going to go into our kicks next. So we bring the knee forward and then we exhale, kick it back. Inhale forward, exhale, we press. Point those toes. Remember, we tap the knee and then we press up at a diagonal. So in this side lying work, we're working those smaller glute muscles. One's right on the side of the butt and right on the bottom of the butt. And these are not muscles that we work in the gym usually or in squats and lunges. So you might not be used to these muscles working, which is why it does feel like our butt is about to fall off. That is normal and that is okay. These muscles will get stronger over time, but strengthening them is going to help protect your hip joint. It's going to protect your lower back, and of course, it's going to make your booty nice and lifted as well. Let's go for another 10. Keep that bottom leg nice and stable. We're going into external rotation next in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do one more for good luck. Press and bring it in. Flex the foot. Exhale, we crunch. Inhale, we reach heel to the floor. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Core engaged. Inhale, reach. So we're in external rotation now. So we're working slightly different butt muscles than we were in internal rotation. Inner and outer thigh are working as well. Halfway, curl, reach. Ooh, curl, reach. Aim the knee to the shoulder and then the heel down. Knee to shoulder, heel down. Keep bracing through the waist. We've got another 10 seconds, and then we have our favorite Pilates butt exercise in 5, 4, the clam, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees together, lift the feet in the air. Feet are towards the butt, knees to the front. Exhale, open, keep the heels together. Inhale, we close. Exhale, we open. Inhale, resist. Pull up, down for 2. 1, up for 2. 1, down for 2. 1, harder option, come with me. We add the extension. Woo. Open, kick, together, close. Breathe through. Remember that top hip stays nice and still. So we're just moving the leg around in the hip socket, but the hip is not moving. The hip is being held still in place by the oblique. We're halfway there with these. No pulses on these today. Exhale, we kick, bring it back, close. Ooh. We've got another 10. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give it a smack. Inner thighs to go. Top leg comes in front. If it's a bit tight, keep that heel lifted. Bottom leg extends. Bring your foot to the front of the mat, point your toes. So we're like a banana shape with this bottom leg. Exhale, we lift. Out. Inhale, we lower. My inner thighs are already sore. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Keep the top leg still. Imagine we're pressing that cement block up to the sky. So create your own resistance. Lift. You don't even need ankle weights to make it harder. You can use your mind. Exhale, lift. Push that cement block up. Inhale, lower. Feel how much harder it feels when you resist gravity on the way down as well. Halfway there, we're going to hold it up to pulse. Breathe. Reaching those toes long. Exhale, we lift for 10. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it up. Little pulses. Up and down. Reach those toes long. Push that bottom hip down into the mat. We've got 10. Stay with me. We have one more exercise to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the foot. Let's go. Lift, lower. Lead with the heel. Up and down. Up and down. Squeeze. Press the inside of the ankle up to the sky. Might feel different with a flex foot. It will feel different. Might feel a little bit harder. That's okay. Exhale, we lift. Now it's easier if you hang on to the top ankle. It's harder if you hang on to the knee or don't hang on at all. Let's go for another 20 seconds here. We have those pulses to finish. 10. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Little pulse. 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 Ooh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Rolling onto our back. Cross that left ankle across right knee. Little rock side to side. Stretch out through that butt. Breathe. You can grab the back of the opposite thigh. And then hug that left knee into left armpit. Right leg extends, stretching around that hip. Close down the eyes. Breathe. Grabbing the outsides of the feet for happy baby. Stretching through the hips, maybe a bit of hamstring. Breathe. Pulling knees to armpits. You can rock the baby side to side. And let's come up to seated. Stretching through our hips. Bring that, let's start with the right leg. Bring that right leg in front of the left. Try to get your shins parallel. Sit up nice and tall with a flat back. And then hands come forward, fold forward over those legs. Breathe. Pressing the right knee down. Stretching through that hip and butt. Changing legs. Left leg in front. Flex the foot. Sit up top. And then hinge forward at the hips. Breathe. And let's stretch out through the hamstrings. Extend the right leg. Tuck that left foot into the left thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Flex that right foot. Reaching the arms forward. Hinge over that leg. Hands can go either side of the ankle, or on top of the ankle, or onto the toes. Try to keep a long spine though. Try not to do this. Lengthen the spine, reach the chest forward. Breathe. And then changing legs. Hug that right leg in. Left leg extends. Lengthen the spine. Hinge forward. Looking forward. Big breaths. And bring it up. And we are done. Feel free to stay and have any more lower body stretches that you want to have. Otherwise, awesome work for completing that workout. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time in the studio.